So I got quite a lot of new stuff, so I'm going to record another video with an update with what I got. So don't know if I had this before. This is a Antigua and Barbuda 100. It's not gold plated, it's actual gold, but I don't think it's much though. Got some gold coins as well though, but this is just gonna be notes. So this is the same as before. Don't know if before I had all of these different letters, because each country that creates the euros has different starting letter. So I don't know if I had all the different ones before, but I have every starting letter now. One sec. I put these in the same slot because I can't really be bothered to have a whole slot for each letter. So these pages, I need to get a better album. Yeah, this is just all the euros with all the different signatures. F, H, and I think there's G there. No, that's G. I think the rarest letter is D, which is Estonia, which is there. Why these pages aren't turning how they should. Oh, whatever. Pretty sure I had all of this before as well. See all the different signatures. Got these old Swiss francs up to 100. The new Swiss francs. The British pounds. From paper to plastic to king. I only got the 5 and 10 from the king. Bank of England, old £1, Bank of Ireland, Ulster Bank, Danske Bank, Bank of Scotland, Clydesdale Bank, Bank of Scotland 100, America 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, both different hundreds, the old one and the newer one because they got the new strip and everything. Australia, I'm going to get a better condition 5. This one's kind of, it's not so easy to find a 5 in an exchange shop, and these ones that I can find in exchange shop, I usually just get circulated ones. But I'm probably going to get a better 5. The rest of them are pretty good though. The condition. The page is going to turn now. Canada. Sweden. Alright, that's why I did that, because I wanted the back of that. Okay. I was going to say it looks a bit weird starting from 20. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's why I did that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Denmark, Norway, Czech Republic. I got a 5,000 Czech Republic, but I ordered it, but it didn't pass customs for whatever reason. And it's not really a pretty note, and it's quite expensive. So I decided, you know what, I'm not even going to bother with it. So I gave up on getting the 5,000. I don't really. It's kind of an ugly note, honestly. The 5,000 from Czech, I don't really like it, and it's very expensive. It's like 200-300 euros. So. Or like, yeah, 200 I think euros. Kuwait, Qatar, newer Qatar. I prefer the old one, that's why I go up to 500 on the old one. I think the old one looks nicer. Japan, New Japan, China, Hong Kong. I got a 1,000 Hong Kong, but it's in this because it's graded. Don't know why it's graded. I think it's I couldn't really find one that wasn't, so I think it was like barely more expensive that one that wasn't, so I just got that graded one anyway. Hungary, Poland, up to 500. I think this one's quite rare. I think a lot of people that live in Poland have never seen a 500. Well, it's not rare as in the sense it's like, if you really want it, obviously, you can just go to the Polish bank and get it, but it's not one that's common in circulation. These ones, Serbia, my country, I got a lot of different ones here. Some more interesting serial numbers, different signatures. The pre-2006 or pre-2012, they had a different colour, slightly, so I got these old ones as well. 2000, see the 2000 because it's the most common. No, you go to the bank, you take like 100,000 out, you get loads of 2s. So I got a lot of interesting serial numbers for 2000. This is an old 5,000. It's even got different design, pretty much. Zimbabwe inflation. I showed this before in another video, but I guess I'll just go through them. 100 trillion. I'm going to skip past a lot of these because I already showed these before. So that's this album. I guess I'll take stuff out of here first. One sec. It's just some random stuff. This is the 5,000. I got a print out of it because I'm probably not going to actually get it. The Brunei 10,000. Biggest denomination they have is 10,000 for the Brunei and Singapore. But way too expensive. But yeah, a bunch of copies there. Stuff that I want to get but can't be bothered to pay for it. This is Montenegro and Yugoslavia old. Some coins. Notes that don't fit in albums. So there's the Burma 25, I think. Yeah. Various things. This is Guyane, Guadeloupe, Martinique, and Réunion. Some French territories that do they not fit in the album? They look like they might fit. Before I didn't have any from these territories because quite expensive, but I found these ones which have all the territories written on one note, so makes it more worth it. Hong Kong and Korea. Birthday note. This is serial number with my birthday, 02/27/2002. This is, oh, I'm going to take this out. This one, I'm going to have to take it out. Poland 19. Had to get this one because of the interesting denomination. The 19 costs about the same as the 500, which is some coins. I got lots of coins, but I'm not going to show coins. These coins, I've got a lot of coins that are separately, but I'm just going to do notes. Alright, here, got some gold backs. These are the ones that I made of real gold. 1/1000th or half of a 1/2000th. Abkhazia, Albania, and then I got a full set of Albania. Algeria, got some new Algerias, Angola, Antarctica, and Argentina. Pretty sure that's the full set of Argentina. I think they have a 5,000. Armenia, Aruba, Austria. This one's got 40 and 80 denomination, which is why I got those. Azerbaijan. Quite like the Azerbaijan notes, but they're quite they go up to 500, which is like 300 euros. So I only went up to 20. I'm not gonna get a full set of Azerbaijan. Then B, Bahrain, Bahamas, Bahrain. Bahrain going up to 20. I have a 5, I don't have the 10. Might get a 10 at some point. Bangladesh 5. Oh yeah, I left a gap here, that's why. So I left a gap here because I'm going to get a normal 50, because these are kind of commemorative ones. That's a 5. I wanted to get a standard 50. That's Bangladesh, Barbados, Belarus, Belgium. I left a gap here because I'm going to get Belgium, the one just before the Euro from 1998. I'm going to get one from there. Belize, Bermuda, full set of Bhutan. Is that a full set? I thought they had more. 5, 10. Why was I convinced that they went further than... Maybe it's not a full set. I thought I had a full set. Whatever. Biafra, Bolivia up to 100. They have a 200, but don't have that. Looks like these are on the wrong. Yeah, these are Bhutan continued, right? Yeah, this needs to be fixed. I'll do that later. I knew I had more Bhutan. Botswana, Brazil, full set to Brazil. British Armed Forces, Burma. These are the ones with the interesting denominations. They go 1, 5, 10, 15, and then they go 35. They have 25, but that's too big to fit in the album. 45, 75, and 90. Don't know what whoever made those denominations was smoking, but imagine trying to buy something and you give them like 3 45 notes, and the shopkeeper's got to figure out the change. Yeah. Bulgaria. Full set of them. Burundi. Brunei. Quite like Brunei, but not enough to get a full set. Up to 20 I got. Cambodia. Cambodia, Laos and Vietnam. Cameroon. There's the newer West African. Is that West Africa? I think it's either West or Central Africa. They have newer ones, but I like these older ones because they have the actual country name rather than just a letter of the serial number for each country. So I got these instead of the newer ones because it actually says Cameroon on it. Cape Verde, Cayman Islands, Central Africa, Chad. Yeah, Central Africa. See, these are the newer ones, and these letter, the first letter A, is what tells you what country it's from. They've got all the different ones, but I prefer these ones to get all of the different countries because it actually has the country name on it rather than just a letter. I think I had more of these and I didn't realize that before because I had a few different letters, and only later there it is the different letter means different country. So I think I probably had some that were not like duplicates that I thought were duplicates, and now they're gone, but whatever. Central Africa again. Chile, I got some Chile 1000, 2000. I'm also going to get 5000 and 10,000. Don't leave a space for them yet, so I'm gonna have to move some stuff around. But Colombia, up to 10, and I'm gonna get 20. Did I leave space? No, I didn't. So I'm gonna have to move a lot around. C, 20, 50, and 100,000 Colombia. That's the full set of Colombia I'm gonna get. Congo, no, that's what's the Comores, then Congo, then the other Congo. Cook Islands. Costa Rica, gonna get a newer Costa Rica. Cuba, Fidel Castro. Curacao, they have a new note for Curacao, whatever it's called, so I'm gonna get that. That's where that's gonna go. Cyprus, Czechoslovakia, Denmark, old, Djibouti, Dominicana, newer Dominicana. That's the back of those notes. East Caribbean. See, for every letter, so that I don't have to move the whole album when I get something new at end. So like this is the end of D, and then it's a new page. So that I just have to start moving stuff on rather than moving everything. East Caribbean. I like the East Caribbean notes because on the back of them it has all the different country names. So rather than having to get all the different countries, you just have to get this, and it has all of them written on it, which is enough for me. Again, I'm pretty sure the first letter signifies the country it's from, but don't really feel like getting one from every single Eastern Caribbean, like 5, because it's gonna cost more than $5 to get. So even if it's as little as like 10, there's like what 8 different Caribbean. That's like $80 for just the same note, just with different letters. If it didn't have all the ones on the back, like all written, I might do that, but I think it's good enough the way it is. Timor-Leste, East Timor, that's why it's an E. Ecuador, I'm gonna get a newer Ecuador, or yes, I think I'm gonna get. Do they have a newer? No, this is the newer Ecuador. I don't think they have anything newer than this. This is quite old though. It's like 1999. Yeah, I don't think they have a newer one from Ecuador. I have to check that. Egypt, El Salvador, Eritrea, Estonia, Eswatini, Ethiopia. Gonna get a newer Ethiopia. Not that much newer though. Falkland Islands, Faroe Island. Full set of Faroe Island. Very nice looking notes, those ones. That's why I have the full set, even though it's quite expensive. 1,000 Faroe Islands, like quite a lot actually. It's basically 1,000 Danish kroner, which is, well, it is 1,000 Danish kroner, which is 7 per euro. Quite a lot, over 100 euros. And it's a pretty small island to have a full set, but I like the look of them, so. Fiji 5788. Finland 1020. France. French Pacific Islands, or French Pacific Territory, something like that. Gabon, Gambia. Georgia. Germany. East and West Germany, and the 1,000 Deutsche Mark. I don't have the full set, but I have the biggest one. That's still 500 and something euros in the German National Bank. You can exchange that for. So that's basically more than a 500 euro. In fact, other than the 1,000 Swiss franc, I think that's the second highest denomination in face value. Well, not denomination, but second highest worth. That I have. There is the Singapore 1,000, the Brunei 1,000, Singapore and Brunei 10,000, but they don't get used anymore, and they don't get printed anymore, and they're extremely expensive. I'm not going to get those because what, 8,000? That's and then conversion fees and everything. Like, yeah, no, I don't need that. You can get like 3 cards for that price. But I think America technically have the 500, the 1,000, the 5,000, the 10,000, even the 100,000 that don't get used anymore. So technically, they don't have the highest denomination that exists, but or the highest face value that exists. But 1,000 Swiss francs is good enough for me. That's 1,000 German. That's Ghana, full set of Ghana. Gibraltar, Greece, Guatemala, Guernsey, Guinea, Bissau, Guinea Equatorial, Guyana, Haiti, Honduras, Hut Island, Iceland, India, Indochina, Indonesia, Iraq or Iran, up to 2 mil or 200,000 Termans or 200. They have a weird number system. They they have 200,000 Termans and 200 Termans and 20 Termans and 2. It's all like the same. Don't know how they understand. I guess they're from context. You understand what are the prices, but that's Iran, Iraq, Ireland. These are quite nice. These island punts. Might get some bigger ones as them at some point. First Trust Bank, Isle of Man, Israel, full set. Italy. I now have the 500,000. Not the best condition. It's got some condition issues, but it's a very expensive note. So, yeah, coloring's a bit weird as well. I'm not sure what happened there, but it is a real 500,000. Jamaica, Japan and Japanese. Yeah, I got these Japanese gold and Japanese shilling, Japanese rupee from when they took over half the Pacific. Japanese centavos. Don't have Japanese dollar, I guess, but that's fine. Or do I? No, Japanese peso. Jersey, Jordan. I only got the one from Jordan, 2 different ones. Might get some Jordan at some point. Yep. Okay. Kazakhstan, Kenya. I'm gonna get the ones in between the 50 and the 1,000 as well. Korea, full set of Korea. I had the 5,000 there, 50,000 there. I mean, that I showed earlier. Kuwait, Kyrgyzstan. I'm gonna get a newer Kyrgyzstan as well. Why is this below those? That should be above those. Whatever. Lithuania. No, is that Lithuania? No, it's not Lithuania. Oh, Latvia. And that's Laos. That's Latvia. That is Libya, I think. No, Lebanon. Where's Libya? Lesotho. Liberia, Libya. Liechtenstein. This Lithuania. Luxembourg. A lot of wasted space for L. Macau. Madagascar, Malawi, Malaya, and Borneo. Madagascar, that's the back of. What's going on here? I left a space here. What did I leave a space for here? Is this an accident? What did I leave a space for here? What did I leave a space for here? Malawi, Malaysia. What did I leave a space for here? I don't know. We'll have to check that later. Maldives, full set. Malaysia was full set. Mali, Malta. Something weird's going on at L. What's going on here? Why are these spaces? Why so much space? MA. I don't know why I left all this space. I'm gonna have to fix that. Mauritania, Mauritius, Mexico. Full set of Mexico. Moldova, Mongolia, Morocco. I think that's the full set. Mozambique. Myanmar. Nagorno-Karabakh. Namibia. Nepal. It's not Sri Lanka. I thought it was Sri Lanka for a sec. Netherlands. 50, 100 and 250 from Netherlands. This was a nice set. Netherlands and Teals. Nomea, Nicaragua, Nigeria. Full set. Oh man, I'm gonna have the 5 and the, because that's 100 Baisa, which is 1/10 of a real. No, that's 100 Baisa, that's 500. I'm gonna get the 5 and the 50. Not gonna get the ones in between, just the 5 and the 50. I'm gonna get those. Pakistan set. 50 Oman is quite a lot because it's basically as strong as Kuwait, so it's almost like a 50 Kuwait note. Pacific Islands, Papua New Guinea, Paraguay, Peru 10. Gonna get a 20 and 50 from Peru. Philippines. Why is these are out of order as well? Great. Palestine should go there. Philippines, whatever. The Palestine should go. We'll fix that later. Poland, Portugal, Pridnestrovia, Transnistria, I think. Romania, full set. Rwanda, Russia, Soviet Union. St. Helena, St. Pierre Miquelon, St. Pierre Miquelon again. Samoa, Sao Tome and Principe. I wish these pages turned better. Sao Tome and Principe, Saudi Arabia, 1-5. I'm gonna get the 500 from Saudi Arabia. That's the 10 and the 50. I don't like how these pages are turning. I feel like I'm folding the notes a bit. Whatever. 500 I'm gonna get from Saudi Arabia as well. Saborga. Senegal, Seychelles, Sierra Leone, Singapore. No, yeah, Singapore is there. The 4 set from Singapore in the other album. Slovakia, Solomon Islands, Somalia and Somaliland, South Africa, full set. Spain, Sri Lanka, Sudan, South Sudan, Suriname still, Swaziland, Sweden, Syria, Taiwan full set, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Tanzania, Thailand full set, Thailand commemorative, Togo, Tonga, Trinidad and Tobago, Newer Trinidad and Tobago, Tunisia, Turkey, and the T. This is the wrong way around, I think. Yep. Turkmenistan, Uganda full set. Ukraine. United Arab Emirates up to 100. Gonna get the 1,000 from United Arab Emirates. Big note there. Gonna get the 1,000 from UAE as well. So that's the 100. Uruguay 20. Gonna get a newer Uruguay 20 and a Uruguay 50. Not sure where I'm gonna put that. I need to sort out the spacing again. Vanuatu. Yeah, Vanuatu, Vietnam, Venezuela. Big Venezuela inflation. I like getting all these inflation sets. They're usually very cheap. And yeah, West Africa. Again, I've got a few of these different letters. The different letters are different countries. I think some of these don't have anything other than the letters, so I actually have quite a few more of these than the Central Africa letters. A, T, H, K. I might not have every letter, but for those I don't have a letter, I have an actual note from. So, because some of these had older notes, and now they're like Togo I had earlier, and Mali's. It's hard to do this with one hand. B, C, especially when it's not turning the right way. One sec. Another B for some reason. What are we at? W, Y. That's gotta be Yemen, right? Is that Yemen? Yeah, that's Yemen as well, surely. Zambia, and Zambia. So that's this album. And the Yugoslavia album, probably not much new there, apart from these bigger denominations, the 2000 and 5000 from Macedonia. I have a full uncut sheet of these 10s. Can't really be bothered to get it out there, but I have a full uncut sheet of these 10s. Macedonia, we don't talk about this one. We're not going to talk about that one. Slovenia, didn't even know they had this until recently, so I had to get it. 10,000 Slovenian Tolayev. Croatian kuna, 200, 500 and 1,000. Bosnia War. I think you can never get all of these. There's so many different variations, varieties. Local ones, I'm sure, as well. 50 pfennigs, then 1 convertibilna marka, 10, 20, 20. They got 1 for the Bosnian part of Bosnia, 1 for the Serbian part of Bosnia, Republika Srpska. 50, 50, 100, 100, and 200. Serbia, a lot of Serbian money, but before it said so, before it, see, it still says Yugoslavia here. I wonder if I use these in a shop, but I didn't even realise, or if they just take it. Probably would, but this is probably worth more than the face value anyway, because it's got more collectible value than just using it as 1,000 Serbia. I'm sure you could use this in a shop, and I'm sure they wouldn't. Oh, they might think it's a bit, like this one looks off-coloured. I'm curious now if they notice. I don't want to use it on that though, obviously. Serbian. Bet if you put it in a stack, they wouldn't notice. No, if they put it in a stack, they'd be even more, because the colour's slightly different, I think. They'd be like, hang on, what's wrong with this one? This is a copy, because the 100, it was unreleased, and there's 100 of this. I've seen it in person, but very expensive. Yeah, that's all of these, and that's all the albums. So a few things I still need to still waiting for, such as I sorted out the ordering, by the way. See, the Bhutan is now properly ordered, and the stuff that was on M and the Palestine note. But still gotta wait for I got a lot of South American stuff, so a lot of Peru, Colombia, and what's the other one? Peru, Colombia, and Chile. But the big value stuff that I still got left to get is left to get. There's loads of stuff left to get. You can collect this forever. But the big value stuff I'm actually getting is 500 Saudi, 1,000 UAE, and 50 Oman. Jordan, might have to look at Jordan, because I only got 1 from Jordan. Well, I got 2, but I've only got 1s from Jordan. But yeah, that's all of them for now. Yeah.